Hello, my name is Abe and welcome back to Monster Drain 2. I'm gonna select what I wanna play. I wanna play Under Legion Big Man. Look, I need a victory, I think. I need to... Maybe we'll do a random for the part 2 here. No, I wanna pick what we have. Let's do a... Under Legion, I wish we could do them both. Unfortunately, we can't. We're gonna do Big Man, and let's also throw in... We haven't seen the root seeds yet. 2 damage, draw 1 next turn. If we can grab this, that's not really great though. But you know what, let's do it. Under Legion Awoken, for our heart. Add the option to copy cards. Drafted cards appear with an upgrade. Select the hero to restore or select the heart to restore all friendly units to full health. Gain money when your Pyre takes damage. Gain 3 energy once per battle. Permanently add 1 capacity to a random floor. Select the heart to apply frozen to all non-blight, non-scourge cards. Deployable upgrades are cheaper, gain 4 deployment energy. Friendly units gain slay 1 permanently, which is really good, especially with Big Man. Remove train stewards and starting cards, draft and double each card picked. Add a Vengeful Shard, after each battle draw 1 for every 2 blights in your deck. I think I wanna go for deployable energy. I feel like there's often a lot of things I want to deploy early. Razor Sharp, Proliferate. Thorned Hollow, Rejuvenate Spikes. We have Melee Weakness. Thorned Hollow is going to be important there, probably. You hit the Pyre directly, and we have Damage Shield on the Jerums. Starter cards are cheaper. Yes, that is so incredible. Because now these are actually good cards, and we just take draw instead of energy. On Rally, +1 attack permanently. On Harvest, gain regen and rage. Look, one day I'll take this, but we're not dying. I have a question. Does this work when you lose troop? Someone can tell me if that happens. Because if it does, I can see the build now, but without it, I'm just gonna take the permanent buff. Mother of Zerg, welcome. I get my new car tomorrow. Hell yeah. Remember to not break it, tomorrow, says Arcatraz. Grumbus forbids in chat says yes. Troops dying procs harvest. Okay. Including on enemies? I don't think it works on enemies. I've not seen, well, maybe, I don't know. I literally can't play them both on the same floor. Interesting. I'm trying to think. Perhaps that's why I've seen those harvest minions in the front get really strong really quickly, because they're killing my troop minions. Really, troop counts as a harvest for the enemy? Well, figure it out. On Rally, gain 1 permanently. Let's put you at the top. Keep you alive for a little bit longer. We will be able to summon very frequently. And Root Seeds is gonna be a nice way of gaining even more draw. Root Seeds makes the tuning fork pretty damn strong. I don't have any targeted damage though, so the minions that are 3-1 might even make it through to hit the Pyre, I don't know. I guess Razor Sharp can literally kill them. Let's spawn, excuse me. 12, 14, if I do a little bit more damage. How are you not dead? Now you're dead, okay. I guess I just can't let you... I guess you lose the troop stack not at the end of turn. Well, how does that work? Because I've definitely had it before where I've been able to use regen to keep the troop stacks from being lost. I need a primer on Fun Guy and Troop, because I don't think it works the way I think it works. Add it to the list of mechanics in this game that I'm still a little bit confused about even to this day. I don't know. But I feel like there's something there that I'm missing with the troop stacks and having regen, because it seems like sometimes it works. All right, you're going to help get kills. Extra max HP acts as a buffer. But that's not what troop says. You know, it just says they lose troop every 4 health lost, not maximum health is on top of that, but I don't know. I guess mechanically it would work, it does work like that, but again, added to the list of things in this game that just are a little bit weird. And not very clear. Yeah, Loam, okay, we're gonna take Loam Coat. Loam Coat is fantastic, because the propagation does work on the troop stacks. Harvest does trigger when a troop goes down, says Blexmer, at least friendly side. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder if it works on the enemy side. Vine Grasp or Glimmer? I think a Glimmer, it's not targeted, but it is AoE. Oh, you know, I'm just realizing, there's no piercing upgrade, is there, for Magic Power? Monster Train 1, you could always get 10 Magic Power piercing out of the Pact Shards. We're not gonna be able to do that with a Glimmer. I'll still take it. I'll still take it. We have an Awoken unit. Another Awoken unit would be really nice. I don't think we need to upgrade spells. They're cheap. I think we want to upgrade units. We're gonna want units. And if we're lucky, we can hit up a Endless and Large Stone. If we're lucky, we can hit up Multi-Strike. Thank you. It didn't have to be, but I'm glad it is. Do we want this, or do we just want the cheaper upgrades? Or do we just want to make a Thorned Hollow that's an incredible tank? No, Guillotine is going to be an incredible tank. He's going to have infinity health by the end of this run, hopefully. Maybe we just Large Stone the Animus and then do nothing temporarily. Like, we wait to see if we can make it tiny. I kind of like that. We can go to another Merchant of Steel later. Disposable welcome. Hello. It's Mortrain. And it also allows us to, I don't even have any healing for the Thorned Hollow. It does allow us to build on every floor by default. We're gonna need to go for a capacity upgrade for certain. We have too many big units. We also need heals. I don't know where we get heals in the troop stack. I guess we need an Inoki, an Amorous Inoki, and then we get the regen and the +1 HP out of it. That would probably work. Can I really not kill you? That's sad. Really wish I could kill you. All right, goodbye. I don't have any targeted damage. I have the Glimmer, that's it. All right, Loam Coat is huge. Regen and Propagate keeps the Fun Guy alive, and the Propagate helps to buff Bullet. Damn, you're gonna make it through. There's nothing I can do to stop that. We're gonna take 8 damage, 2 from the cards and 6 from that guy. You gain armor, you're gonna gain damage shield, that's fine. I can kill you finally. I can also kill you. And I will kill you, in fact, I will. Troop stack's getting nice and big. The Animus was here just to do damage, honestly. They were doing a good job. They did a good job. Take a tank for a turn. Keep buffing. We're actually gaining in strength now. I would still take an Inoki if they show up, just to get more regen on the troop. So yeah, okay, so I see it. So the maximum, even though it doesn't say it, that's how it works. The maximum HP does work as a buffer, and then the regen can compensate for that. Okay, fair enough. Wonky, but I understand. I do. Advanced deal 3 damage, Vine Grasp. I think another targeted spell is nice, even if it is not great. Bot is still dead. Yeah, I know. I still haven't figured out why it's broken. I honestly can't. I don't know why it's not turning on anymore. That's a problem for later. Another large stone. Well, I mean, a 33 × 3, 108 is pretty nice. Or we could just make you quick. 28 × 3, 58. You can... Capacity, you go behind the Thorn Hollow, even though the Thorn Hollow doesn't even have any buffs. You killed him. I guess I did. Our units are so large. Large stone and quick. God, I want them both. They're so good. Cluster Kernel, though. Friendly units get +5 and 12, healed Pyre to full, gain a revive. I'm understanding the value of this more. I kind of want that, just to heal the Pyre, and then we have extra HP to play with if we make it to the Titan fight. Considering Archeon hits all floors, I'm gonna go for the one that heals me. That seems nice. This is the just-in-case play, and actually the boss, Seraph, does the same thing. He's gonna have minions that hit the Pyre if there's no units on the floor. So we are gonna wanna have like big units on the floors. I think a big Animus is fine, as weird as it is. You need health to live a little bit longer. I'm okay with you doing just a little bit more damage as well. Moving on. It's gonna be a lot easier for us to keep the Pyre alive with a big Animus. That's what this really boils down to. I still don't have any healing in the deck. So we want you. We can still do that. You're dead. Perfect. Start doing more damage. You can tank, because if the boss comes down, you can eat a shot. Inscription event does funny things with the Mushroom Puffball, 55 max HP, Titanite, crate copies on play. Inscription event? Oh, I haven't even seen that event. I saw someone else with that event. I haven't seen it myself. I want to see it. Perhaps one day I will. You know, the Infectory is not going to get too many kills up here, is it? Perhaps we should have played these guys at the bottom. But we can still do enough. We're still permanently buffing the champion multiple times every turn, especially with that loam coat, which is just broken. Middle floor might die. No, it's gonna live. Excellent. God, it's just the most broken piece of equipment, isn't it? Still looks weird. I still want it. I just keep getting the Richard Garfield boxes. I don't want Richard Garfield boxes. Stop giving me your Richard Garfield boxes, game. Get out of here. You're drunk. Grumbus Forbid says, I seem to only get it in Richard Garfield events. I haven't gotten the duplication option once. I swear to God, I have not picked up duplicate card 5 times. That's the only thing that I love in Monster Train 1 is the random duplicate your card 5 times event, and I just never get it. I'm so sad. All right, we're scaling pretty nicely. Create a permanent copy of a unit, cannot be equipped on champion or cardless units. Dude, permanent copies of the Animus would be awesome. Sap is also really nice to keep the mushroom stacks going. Channel Song. I mean, if you make it intrinsic and you copy the Animus and you get free Animuses, that's fine. Not incredible. But I might go for Mitosis Cap. Just make copies of, like, I don't know, another cluster kernel or anything. Why not? In which case, we probably don't need units. And we need capacity. Disposable says, I think you've seen it. I don't think I've seen it. We don't need health. Equipment is fine, but let's go trinkets because we get more value from the money in the event. It's Dante. Dare I say we don't need Dante? I have gotten Dante 2 days in a row. 3 runs apart, but we have an Animus, which is fine. I don't think we need Dante. I'm just gonna be duplicating the Animus anyways. I know I can duplicate Dante, but we've already upgraded the Animus. Sorry. It was worth a shot. He saved the run that I had him on when I actually needed a unit that did damage. So thank you, Dante. When a unit has a 3rd unique status effect applied to it, propagate 2. You'll have regen. You'll have troop. It's better for enemies than it is for allies. Might just reroll. Free equipment or free spells. I don't have equipment, but, well, I do have equipment. I don't really want Loam Coat out on turn 0, though. I want to play it after we get spawns. Is this a skip? That'd be a skip? Do I even care? I guess, like, if we get other equipment and it hits the other equipment, that's fine. There's nothing really wrong in taking it. Like, we'll get the card back in our draw pile if we don't play it. It's fine. Okay. Could put the Animus down here with the champion, and then if we get the Infectory, everything that dies will just spawn minions that propagate Boulette. Ah, but the cluster kernel already gives him spawning, so we'll just do cluster kernel. Animus can come down here and do Animus things. Does the price reduction stick if you don't play it? No, unfortunately the price reduction does go away. Shameful, I know. I wish it stuck around, that would be awesome. I still don't have anywhere to play these garbage units. And I can't kill you every time with these damn collectors, man. All right, Infectory. Ultimately, what I'm hoping for is to make the mushroom stack trample, or find a trample book, as hard as that will be, because we don't get a trample book with the clans that we have. I doubt you're gonna be celebrated, unfortunately. Maybe a second cluster kernel would be nice. Just so we can get more mushrooms out. Feel like that would be acceptable. I do enjoy that, at the very least, she is stopping the corruption from hitting the top floors. I don't know what I'm playing. I don't know what order I'm playing things. I'm just playing cards. I guess what I really like about the Boulette champion and the Mushroom Clan, the Underlegion, is just how straightforward it is. You play your mushrooms. you play your mushrooms. Mushrooms do good work. You hit really hard, you propagate your mushrooms, you get infinite troop stacks, and then you're great. And our champion has 100 damage. They've, like, incanted 75 times so far. Bex, welcome! Good to see you. Yes. Well, we don't have propagation effects on other units, but if we get propagation effects on other units, this is still really good. With Restoring Retreat, we can build big floors, which I'm a big fan of. Merchant of Arms, Merchant of Trinkets. Arms, please. Rejuvenate, gain attack permanently. Nope, I actually cannot give you any power. I'm sorry. I, like, actually do not have the capability of playing you. I have no regen in the deck. Quick is pretty nice as far as equipment goes. I also like Sap Room. Overgrowth could also be funny with an Animus on its own floor, but if we want to try to build one big floor, I think we're okay with what we're at. Let's reroll. Give me power, I'll use it for good. We don't need another mitosis cat. Big armor is fine. I'm okay with that on like an Animus, but I have the quick dagger, which I just added. Fight Club, unnecessary. Let's deploy. I mean, deploying Sap Room, quite nice. I need a way of applying more positive buffs, but I don't have anything other than regen and troop. So mushroom, just for the sap, I'm always gonna like that. And then if we mitosis dagger, we can get another animus every round. That's real funny. Because it is possible I can eventually get a holdover descend and just play a bunch of animuses. On Slay Rage, you are a harvest. I'm going to try to pay close attention to what happens with the troops here. But we want sap. We're going to do a bullet here, I think. You might get descended. Loam coat is the wrong equipment that we wanted. But I can put it on a trooper. We can actually do a lot here. Plus 36. And then I was gonna descend you. There we go. They're all sapped up. Also, these are the wrong units. These are not harvest units. These are strike corruption units. Because it's the Corrupted Crusade, not whatever the other one is called. This game, man. This game. Finally, we got our gold. I do hope the game still gets a couple of nice updates, because there's still a couple of things that I would like to see. Be maybe just slightly more improved. Now, we are sapped up because of the Incanter. We should be a little bit more careful. $99, here's an extra 30 damage, which means you're gonna have 1 HP. You know, it's okay. I'll take him having 1 HP. He's dead. Now, let's make another Animus, because it's real funny. And maybe we don't root seeds down here. I don't really want to be sapped that much. So perhaps instead, I will just root seeds up here. We still get the value of the extra draw, but then we don't have the penalty. Now there is another sapper here. But this is less problematic to sap on. All units propagate at the end of their turn. You know what we should do? Maybe sap there, propagate. No, we need the middle floor to be the one we play on, I think. Look, I'm still gonna do it. Good lord. The amount of power we have here is absurd, but this is why I wanted to play Mushroom Clan. I needed the easy win. The stack of Mushroom Boys makes me giddy, says Disposable. Possible new favorite clan? Not Little Girl? Now Big Mushroom? Sacrifice a Fun Guy. I don't actually have Fun Guy on other floors. We don't really consume anything that we care about drawing again. Proliferate. Skip. Draw, sting, restore. We don't need the health, which is weird. Rally Mushroom Champ seems like a free win, says Leo. I know, it's so good, isn't it? It's so nice. Health is equal to its max. Damage is equal to its maximum health. Nah. Double stack doesn't affect anything. Heal. -1. Magic power and consume. I'll even put that on a glimmer. Remove consume permanently, -2 and consume. So we can make a proliferate stick around forever. I think a spell chain restoring retreat's probably okay. Just to dump a couple of units down on one floor. Would have been nice to make this free, but I could also do that on Razor Sharp, I suppose, but nah, I think we're okay. -2 and gain consume. Nothing requires this. I kind of like the idea of just making propagate stick around. And you get damage shield. We'll play on the bottom. Yeah, it's still better to knock out the damage shield early. Although, if we get the mitosis equipment on the Animus, the quickness will appear. The quickness will hit the damage shield and knock it out, like, immediately. Yeah, damage shield honestly doesn't seem that bad, does it? We can sap the enemies, they won't do any damage when they move up. We still hit like a damn truck because we have so much damage output. Yeah, yeah. We got Mushroom, one Animus. I guess we don't have a second Animus. I could just play one here, I suppose. Do some damage. Why not? Now, I guess a Loam Coat does work very well on the Thorned Hollow. We're not gonna do that, but I can see the draw. Because we could make the Thorned Hollow actually start healing. So perhaps that's what we want. We want to find another Loam Coat, or add another one, or duplicate it. I would accept that. You're annoying. Hopefully we find... Hopefully we find a little bit of descending, that's what I'm looking for. So we can actually descend you, and then we can merge you. Merged equipment you, rather. And then we actually have another Animus being added to our deck, which I think is fine, honestly. You know what? That actually works pretty nicely. Okay. God, we propagate like 10 times per turn now. Actually. 2 and then 4. And then 4. I really hope, too, that we can make our champion trample. I think that is an upgrade path for him. So I am definitely looking for that, I think. Animus is really doing a nice job of knocking out the damage shields as expected. I guess the boss also applies damage shield to the minions. That's why they have damage shield as they move up. That's fair. Six, 15. Can't keep you alive. Can keep you alive. Again, I love that our champion is gaining literally 13 permanent stats every turn. This is how you make a champion. to make a champion. Like, he's a goddamn hero. I cannot keep you alive. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Our troop stack is gaining 64 health every turn. It's busted. Busted, busted. Also, like, damage shield doesn't really matter that much. You're not gonna have 50 damage when you move up like you have in the past. I don't really care if you move up and you have 3 damage shield. That's like a tenth of a turn of our damage output. What's really surprising is that we're not punching through these enemies, but we don't have trample on anybody. Which makes me realize I think what we need is the cluster kernels behind the champion. That'll be the next thing to solve. Burp, 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 burp. Propagating troop triggering rallies insane, says Leo. It is. I wonder what's gonna happen with the balance of this game. Are they gonna balance it? Are they gonna ruin some of the synergies that you can get? I say ruin, but really what I mean are balance. Are they gonna balance some of the synergies you can get in this game? Because right now it's crazy. I think I want more capacity. I want to play these animuses. Like, we don't have an energy problem because our starting cards are free. Merchant of Arms, Merchant of Magic, probably Merchant of Magic. Looking for... I don't know what. Maybe Merchant of Arms. We get an event out of it. Spells get triple stack, magic power, or -4. What's... None? Kinda sucks. Kinda sucks. Alright, goodbye. Will Hall of Mirrors make another copy of units? I mean, it can duplicate the champion. Alright, we're gonna Hall of Mirrors. That's what we're gonna do. Man, and no trample, unfortunately. But Harvest, I don't even know if he can have trample. Harvest, regen, and rage is pretty nice, but why not go for the max rally triggers? And then we can literally play 2 champions. I mean, why wouldn't you? And then I kind of like the meat shield. Well, let's remove a card. We'll probably go for the trial at this point. Oh, a 200 HP prayer stone on each floor? Oh no! 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have 10 cards drawn. We should probably not duplicate another Animus, because then we won't guarantee our draw. Probably don't need to care about the sap. So if we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dude, yes, okay. Cluster kernel. Cluster kernel. Hall of Mirrors. Boulette. Animus. Animus. All right. Not silenced. Unfortunately, the fun guys aren't gonna live because I don't have the Infectory or the Loam Coat. But we do have a big troop stack now. Look at the +2s. Oh my god. Might as well play this. Why did I play on the bottom again? I don't remember why, but I'm here now. All right, there's Loam. Trooper. Trooper. I don't really care if you do more damage. I don't want to celebrate anything. I guess we can play another Animus. Trooper lived. Took some hits, but he lived. There you go. We don't need the... Hall of Mirrors is giving me double summons. We're gaining 24, which means we're summoning 12 times. So we spawn 8. What? Hold on. Plus 24 means 12 rally. But we spawn 8. And then you're propagating 2. I think the propagation is being doubled, but the spawn isn't. Is that what's going on here? Because spawn 4, propagate 2. That's 10. But at plus 24 health, that means we're actually gaining 12 rally triggers. The only thing that could be doubled from Hall of Mirrors is propagation. So propagation will affect Hall of Mirrors, but I think we're better off with the Infectory. No? Now we're only getting 22? Why? Am I losing my mind? Plus 24, 12 triggers, spawn 4, which is actually spawn on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 4. I don't understand. I don't understand how the Hall of Mirrors is affecting this. You know what? It don't matter. Oh, were we silenced? Oh, I will never remember. I will never remember that we're silenced, ever. Okay, stop playing cards. Yeah. So that's why the resolve trigger was working. So it was propagating, but that still doesn't make sense. That still means that the spawn from the cluster kernels is not getting duplicated from the Hall of Mirrors. You see what I mean? I don't know why the Infectory didn't work. I also don't know why cluster kernels spawn on resolve is not being triggered twice. That being said, it shouldn't matter. We were silenced again. One day I'll remember. That's what I mean, like, there's a few keywords and edge cases in this game that just don't really make a lot of sense. And I don't know why. Okay, our champion is currently a 587, 502. Pretty nice. I'm gonna assume we do not need any more unit upgrades. Spells, on the other hand. Spell chain. Spell chain, we already have, no, we don't have on proliferate. Oh. I'm gonna buy this. Still don't have anything to double stack. -2 and gain consume. Well, that's pretty whack. We just don't need any of this. We'll draw. And we don't need to root the top floor. We don't need units to get an extra upgrade slot. We'll do removal. We don't really need that many root seeds. They are giving us more draw. Like, they don't cost draw whenever we draw them, so that's nice. You know what? We don't need Thorned Hollow. And we don't need... a Razor Sharp. I will duplicate... We could duplicate the sap room and have big sap going on, but that's probably also not necessary. Unless Mirrors was duplicating only the first instance of spawn, making them 5 each, and propagating wasn't triggering twice. Ah! Leo, I think you're onto something. That's probably it. So instead of 4, they were doing 5, which is 10, and then Propagate was giving you an extra 2 for the 12, which is giving us the 24 on the Boulette minion. I would believe that. I would believe that because I believe that Hall of Mirrors is not actually doubling. I believe it's probably just adding 1 to the number of copies summoned. Because it only says a copy of friendly units on summon, which is an odd way of phrasing it, but that's probably what it is. What do we dupe? 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 Do we need a loam coat? Nope. What do we take then? Take a second mushy, which is really nice for sap on Titan. Melee weakness 2. Thankfully, we've Boulette. All right, cluster. Or do we want to start on the... No, we want to start on the bottom because this is going to be giving us the minions that hit the pyre. Cluster. Cluster. Mirror, Boulette. Then, instead of mushy, I think I might just animus. Just so we have damage on these floors. You are hitting for 90. God, you effing suck. And the sweepers are actually killing my cluster kernels. God, they suck. But don't we have to play like this, otherwise the pyre takes damage? We don't need the rally. It's not a huge problem. Annoying, yes. Huge problem, eh. They have 35 HP, they're taking... No, hold on, they can live. They can live. No? Ah, whatever, we'll be fine. Real question is... Can we keep you alive? No. That's another problem. Oh, because of the sweeper. I really want that loam coat active. Am I okay taking like 40 pyre damage? Honestly, probably. These guys are so annoying. Everything on this boss fight hits like a goddamn truck. He hits for 90! That's more than you would get on the pack shards in Monster Train 1. Well, you would get like 100 damage. Eh. Good lord. We're taking 142 damage. We really do need to get the sap, and then the proliferation can actually do something, don't we? The rage gain, oh my god. Because we're not killing anything that moves up. Hilariously, I still think we'll be fine. Oh yeah, and the +2 totally does make that guy insane. And I can't kill you. Yeah, we're gonna have to play on the top. Well, I mean, if I descend them, I can probably kill them. All right. I will still put down some troops. I can easily kill the front 2 units. Okay, here's another 114 damage. Good God. Tell you what. I'm gonna kill you. Then let's spawn one. Then let's... Can't kill you. I guess kill you. Can get a little bit more propagation happening. Let's put the armor on you, because you're probably gonna live for Relentless. Pronounced Boule? Nah, he's Boulet. He's my favorite Boulet. 25 times 2. If I play this Animus, they're dead. That's funny. I guess I'll play this Animus. What? You're only doing 100. Why are we taking 54 here? What? Hold on. 3 times. So you're getting hit. You're getting hit for 100, and then you're gonna take 18. Why are you taking 54? Why are we taking 54? Hold on. Sweep for 25, sweep for 25. Where's the other 4 damage come from? Do you have spikes? No. Do you trample? No. I don't know. I don't know why we're taking 54. $25, $29. How come the second attack did way more damage? Oh, you gain rage on strike, not on slay. I think that's what it is. I had the unit slightly incorrect. Hilariously, I think we'll be fine here. I don't think the boss is... Oh, they did Pyre. They did 5. You know what? I accept 5. No, wait, we're not done yet. No, 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 no. No, 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 you're gonna really hit the crap out of the Pyre. No, you're not. You're gonna be sapped to all hell. You're freaking dead. You're gonna do 5 now, and then you're gonna die. I accept that. Sure. I love that Boulette here is actually still gonna solo the boss. You done yet? Not yet. Hurry up. I'll be done in like 8 minutes. All right, the boss is dead. You're still here. You know what? Come down. Thank you. We're almost dying, but we're not dead. Heal. I guess you. Buff. 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 Why'd the game get all laggy all of a sudden? That's weird. All right, well, Boulette was still able to do it even though I played on the bottom like an idiot. On the bright side, we have 129 HP, so we don't have to really defend the Pyre that much. That was the hard fight, I think. And I don't even think we have to worry about draw because we have enough in the deck. I think we play like mid. So we'll double down. Boulette. He's a fine meat shield target for now. And then we play some saps. Let's get an Animus out first. But the sap is really gonna weaken the rage gain from the Walking Man. Walking Man! Unless we want to just leave an Animus up here, which is also fine. Like, he's not gonna be able to punch through it. We get the Infectory, start the spawning. I don't know. Save it. Pyre's gonna take some damage, but that's not a problem. The intro of the music is so good, but the rest of the melody is the same as Ash and Ran. I do like the soundtrack for this area. I'll grant you that. Okay, Loam Coat. You're living. The sap's not gonna... You're taking 1,400 damage. How nice of you. Okay, sap. Infectory. We don't have sap up here. We don't... Well, we actually do need to play this. We gotta kill the enemies quickly, I think. Let's propagate. Apply the sap. Propagate. Apply more sap. I think we will sap up here. I think it's just smart to do, even if it makes the fight take a minute longer. Excuse me. Corruption's going on the mushrooms. We can put equipment on people now. Not a huge problem. Because I don't care if something gets celebrated and we get another copy of it in the deck, that doesn't matter. Eventually the corruption will take away more troop stacks than we're gaining. But, oh well. So far that's not a problem. Tom is a fish. Welcome and thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. Finishing up this Monster Train one. What made it up to the Pyre? Excuse me? I was not paying attention. Something hit my Pyre. I think we'll be okay though, because our champion is doing 1400 damage with 1400 health, because there's 2 of him. Why do I have 2 of these? What happened? What? Because something made it up to the Pyre and lived for more than 1 turn, did we get 2 of these? I have no idea what happened. Yeah, I had to do a bullet run because I call him Bullet, by the way, because it's a mix between a ghost and a bullet from Gungeon, because I'm a big Gungeon guy. But I needed a victory. I'm having a hard time on these Titan runs. Random, I keep getting Melting Remnant Hellhorn, and I'm just like, no! Are we good? I think we're good. Everything's sapped up, nothing's attacking us anymore. I think we just want to hit you, and hit you. Boulea, says Bex. Is it Boulay or Boulea? It don't matter. This is gonna be a dead Aya in a second here. Yeah, but even if the Titan attacked the Pyre twice, resolve only happens at the end of combat, so why did we get 2 Pyre lights? We should have only gotten 1 from the resolve trigger. It's not an action trigger. So what happened? Why did we get 2 of these? I'm gonna have to check the tape. How'd I get the red cards? You get the red ruby mastery frame when you complete all of the dimensional challenges. I did all of the challenges kind of specifically so that I could... Okay, you're scary. Kind of specifically so that I could unlock things while also making progress. It was fun. It was very fun. Well, I guess... God, I need trample, man. Why am I sapped? Why am I sapped? There's a lot of mechanics that happen in Monster Train 2. I don't know why I'm sapped, but that's okay. Again, I think we'll be okay. The enemies are gonna get sapped as they move up. And my animuses do a good job of hitting them hard. All we need to do is, when this guy moves up, 1500 damage is gonna hit entropy, so if it's not this cycle, it's gonna be the next cycle in which we kill them. So, you're also gonna be dead in like 2 turns. I like what we have here. Propagate on the sap to keep the fun guy alive. I like that. I wish I could put sap on you. Also gives us more triggers. Combat happens on the floors from top to bottom. Any surviving enemies on the 3rd floor ascend to the Pyre, and the Pyre combat happens again. You're right. That's how he can resolve twice. Okay. So this combat resolved, a dude moved up, and then combat happened a 2nd time. So we hit him, we hit Dominion a 2nd time as well. Weird. That's real weird, but I like it. Good God, 1800. Well, sorry. 800, which is 1600. And he's still not dead, too. All right, you're dead. I just need to hit the boss once, but the units are still living, unfortunately, as they move up. So I might have to do one more cycle. You know what? No, if I descend, I still can't kill you, is the problem. If I descend you, I do knock out both of the harvest minions, which is probably beneficial. I am sapped to hell. Maybe I should start taking the pyre damage. You have 25 corruption, you're not making it. I just want to kill you. Descend you, I guess. I was kind of hoping that would do overflow damage to entropy, but we're in no danger. The enemies can't do any damage. No one can't. The only one who can do damage to the pyre is this guy, and him every turn he does 5 directly. But he'll be dead next turn. Oh, Dominion's second resolve also applies corruption again. Yeah, you're right. I wonder if there's a way of using that to your advantage. Like you can push a unit up here specifically so that they can go to the pyre and you can attack twice. There's probably a way to make that beneficial for the player. We good? We good. All right, thank you, champion. It took an 800 champion times 2 to get a victory here today. My other runs today have been so bad. Shattered Shell. I was wondering why we didn't see this unit ever. We had to unlock it, of course. We're still unlocking cards. I've completely forgotten about that. Proliferate, Vine Grasp, and Root Seeds are golden. You know, that is my only Boulette Titan victory, so I feel okay about that, you know? We should probably do like a Pyreborn champion at some point. We haven't done one of those in a while. And I still need to learn how to use Orkai. Oh my god, but Stygian is gonna suck so much on that fight. Oh Christ. The Monster Train 2 clans are just so much stronger than the Monster Train 1 clans, I feel. It's gonna be so hard to get the Titan victories with these combos. Is that a Necron from Warhammer, the allied clan? I guess he kind of does look like a Necron, but maybe that's just the green. All right. Resolve triggers personal best. Troop applied personal best 648. We're 6 out of 180 completion on Titan victories. God damn. What do you think? What do you two think of my new scent? Do I detect a hint of rotting pine needles? Oh, darling, don't be so crude. It's clearly more refined than pine needles. More like decaying rose petals. Oh, you flatter me truly. It's called Fleur de Fungi. Very exclusive, I assure you. Only those who know a certain someone can get their hands on it. Oh, now you have my curiosity piqued. Who exactly do you have to charm to acquire this rare scent? Would you believe it if I said Madame Lionsmane herself? Madame Lionsmane, darling, are you saying you've been in the presence of the Queen of Spores herself? Let's just say I attended a private gathering, a very exclusive soiree beneath the eldest rim in the Rotwood. She's actually a very prominent swinger. A private gathering? Morel, darling, please tell us more. What happened? Who else was there? It was quite the spectacle. Lady Lionsmane introduced her personal knight, and let me tell you, it was none other than the Cluster Colonel himself. Cluster Colonel, the one with the serious face and the mustache. That's the one. And would you believe it? They even shared a dance. Quite the display, I must say. I'm telling you. I've heard that the Colonel has challenged dragons and whelps alike for her honor. Honestly, can you imagine? For my lady's honor, I shall duel even the fiercest whelp. Oh, he must practice those lines in the mirror daily. How romantic. Remember, darlings, behind every romantic knight is a lady who knows exactly what she's doing. Is that why you've borrowed her perfume? Of course, you never know One must always be prepared. I'm telling you. Well, darling, if a knight shows up at your door, give us a spritz as well. I need to take a primer in how to survive the freaking like first 3 fights when you have bad combinations. Because I keep getting like not Antumbra Assault. What's the name of the robot that has to fuel himself before he can attack? I keep getting him, and then I can never actually give him enough morsels to keep him going when I'm playing as Umbra and stuff like that. Fun run though. I needed that boulette victory. For now. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thank you very much for watching. Like the video, Alloed Construct. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the various links below in the video description. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train 2.